play fake here on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the gun, it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again. Jackson looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hot. Hot.
Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Now McManus on to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking to throw on second down. Howard. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Howard, operating from the gun. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first, or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Here's Howard. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Cooper again the target, and that'll bring up second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Back to throw. Howard. He's got Evans. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. And they'll go on the ground. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now to throw on second down. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Operating from the gun. Jackson forced out to his left. Room to run inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Jackson on 1st down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Over!
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills are in for 6. McManus now for the extra point. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Raiders. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on 1st down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now Howard off play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Flex round! Flex round!
Howard off the play fake. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Off the play fake. Howard. Now he's flushed out left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. And they'll run it here. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
To throw is Howard on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Here's Howard looking to throw on 2nd down. That's complete right around the 8. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Lucky 56.
Jackson on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 10 more there and another first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Gun! Over!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now Jackson on second down. That's complete right around the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have broken the tie. Now McManus for the extra point. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 21-14. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Wilson snags it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Ohio! Ohio!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Howard now throwing on first down. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go!
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this down only to the 18. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Now Howard. A final shot before break. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Mike Evans. As time expires in the first half. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all of that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
This one caught left side by Cooper. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone or
better against...
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he'd been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
The Raiders on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Howard from the gun. He'll throw. And he's going to go down again.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, Using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Going for the deep ball. It's caught at the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have broken the tie. McManus's point after is good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they'll run it here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
To throw on 2nd down. Howard. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Flex round.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Ohio. Let's go.
To throw is Howard on 1st and 10. And the catch good. It's Eifert. Stops short of the 25, but that 2nd effort got him a couple extra. A good pickup there. yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Here's Howard on 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Ohio!
Howard now. Off play action. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, the 40, 30, 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
No. Check. Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this.
And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Lamar Jackson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. Now McManus on to kick this one off. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38!
Now Howard off the play fake. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Flex round!
Looking to throw. Howard over the middle to Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Flex round!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Howard. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. In for the score. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one taken from the 7. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson steps away to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. It's a big play for the Bills on 3rd down. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will extend their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at
come
maximum.
On. You can't give the guy a skirt steak his first 3 times.
Filet,
there you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. And now here come the Raiders. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Howard to throw on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw is Howard on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaq Lawson in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Howard operating from the gun. And the pressure gets to him again.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Looking to throw. Howard flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson throwing again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, Jackson. And the Raiders have got him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
third down. Throwing on first down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now Howard looking to throw on second down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The Raiders on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Ohio!
Howard from the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Flex round!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Buying time to his left. There he goes inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Watch it now, Barney!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And that will write a finish to this ball game.